Dr. Chandra?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll begin the session. Participants will join in another couple of minutes.
Okay, you're introducing, right, sir?
Yeah, I'll do the welcome.
Okay, sir.
We can do the welcome as
you're
well as
beginning
introduce the
the
speaker. Sir, good evening.
Sir, good evening, sir, please.
Shall we begin the session, sir?
Okay, sir. Okay, I'm ready, sir.
Okay. Good evening, one and all present here. I'm happy to welcome each one of you for today's webinar session. And today's speaker is Dr. Thiagu sir. He is an assistant professor of School of Education, Central University of Kerala. And he is a known person, almost all the teacher education institutions in Tamil Nadu. And his contribution in the field of education technology is very vast, and I witnessed some of his presentation personally. The quality content, I think when you look at my presentation, most of my presentation I included images, and he is the one person inspiration for me to include more images in the presentation. So thank you so much, sir, for making me to equip myself to add more pictures in the presentation. We are happy to have you here on behalf of the Department of Psychology, American College, Madurai, Meta School of Social Work, Chennai, and MS Chellamuthi Institute, Madurai, Red Pond Education Psychology Research Center, Madurai, and Yellow Pond Counseling Center. I welcome today's speaker, Thiagu sir, for today's webinar session on digital well-being. Now I request our core team member, Dr. Chandra, to introduce the speaker to the audience over here. Over to you, Dr. Chandra.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
We are very happy to have you here, Thiagu, sir. And to introduce our resource person today, he has his degree in mathematics and he also has his PhD in education. He has worked for 13 years in teaching in various organizations, who is currently working as a professor in School of Education, Central University of Kerala, Kasaragod, since 2015. So before working in that institute, he has also been working in Central University of Tamil Nadu at Thiruvarur. His areas of specializations are descriptive statistics, inferential statistics, multivariate data analysis techniques, and educational research methods. He is also an expert in learning management tools, web tools for education, online assessment tools, mobile apps for education, augmented reality in education, and much more. He has published 75 articles in national and international level journals. He has successfully completed more than 10 courses in different online platforms such as Coursera, Udemy, and Swayam. He has presented more than 125 papers in national and international conferences, and he has been resource person for more than 150 workshops, conferences, UGC and FDP programs at many universities and institutions. He is also the author of 4 books in the area of ICT and education. He has developed 7 modules for 2 of NRC courses through Swayam platform. Sir, we are very proud to know you and have you for today's session. And now it's your time to take over. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So in between any issues in the sense, kindly inform me, because my one system's having the network issues. So that's why I'm continuing with only one device now. If it that system also having the internet, I may connect with this. Okay. Hopefully my voice is clear to all of you.
So video and voice both are clear, sir. Both are clear.
Thank you. Thank you. The screen. Yes. Hopefully to all of you.
Yeah, sir, we could see it. It's loading on.
Yes.
Yeah, we are seeing it, sir.
Is it visible? Okay, madam. Thank you. So today's topic is Ascent for Miss Digital Wellbeing. Before going too deeply about the presentation, since thanks to the Suresh sir to give a wonderful opportunity for me to share some of the views related to the digital well-being. I'm also having a lot of inspiring. I'm also find a lot of inspiring good thing from the Suresh sir. I'm the follower of Suresh sir in lot of platforms like SlideShare and other platform and all. So thank you, Suresh sir. So I can find a lot of things in the internal sources of your contributions. So thank you so much once again to provide such a wonderful chance for me. Yes, this is my agenda of my presentation. I may start my presentation with small startup. Then after I move to the that some of the inputs I'm going to share about to you related to digital stamping. What is my digital footprint? And then what is the digital etiquettes? Then finally I may talk about the digital well-being. Then finally I may summarize my presentation with my final thoughts. This is my presentation's idea. This is the way I'm going to share my views. Yes, the startup things, just I'm going to just to give the introduction about how we are crossing the life of 2.0. We are not in the normal life, we are into the second, I mean to say our second life. So because we are not keeping the normal things what we are we are moving to the different world, and that is why we are keeping the different mechanism like sanitizer, then mask as well as the social distance. These are the three things we have to keep it for survival of the current scenario. That is why in the case of the life 2.0, we have to depends on the three terms that is called SMS. So you may know that what is SMS the previous days. Okay, so the SMS represents short message service, but in the current scenario, the SMS having the different meaning, that is called sanitizer, mask as well as the social distancing. And now in the internet world, we are moving to the MMS, okay, that is called multimedia message servicing and all. Therefore, we forget the term is an SMS. But once again, now in the for living this life 2.0, we have to keep this mechanism. And see, the problem which we face in the life 2.0 is the main issues we are facing. Because the 24 into 7 access, we are look onto the devices only. So we don't have much connection with the people. Even we are connecting the people through the virtual mode, not in a real face-to-face. So that is a bigger challenge. That is why I'm using this image. So my presentation is talking much. What is that? Instead of my presentation, oral presentation, if you look onto me, PPT itself, we can find out the lot of input. And see, the life 2.0, once again, I am focusing in what manner the flipping happening. We are talking about flip classroom and all, but the entire life we have the flip. Because we are not moving to the normal life. We are moving to the different world because the access, we are connecting with the internet world. That is why generally in the case of the classroom practice, the three terms are important: teaching, learning, and assessment. So now all the teaching, learning, assessment, we can take with the use of the online tools. Previously it's not possible. Even we are thinking that we cannot go for the assessment or the teaching and learning 100% through the online. But now we realize the importance of the online tools in this flip world. Because of the because of the COVID, the flip things we are experiencing from our end. See, the normal life move to the new normal life. And previously we may think about the stay safe, but if you want to stay safe, we have to stay at home. So in this manner, this shift may happen. That's why I'm using the word as a flip. And see, the entire offline transition, I already pointed out that the teaching, learning, assessment is a main part of the curriculum transactions. All the three things we can able to done with the use of the online now. And even we have the wrong notions in the year 2019 or 2020 in the starting state that we cannot be moved for 100% online tools. But now we have realized that we are able to move 100% online, particularly in the higher education sectors. So I'm teaching, I'm sitting in the Kasaragod, this northern part of the Kerala, but I'm taking the class to the Madurai, to the American college. So therefore, I am connecting with the zero distance. Therefore, that term is very much important. Government this year, the Tamil Nadu government announced that the 9th standard, 10th standard, 11th standard promoting without writing the examination. So it means that it's a zero academic year. So when you're thinking about zero academic year, parallelly we have to think about the zero distance. Because of the online tools only, we are connecting with each other in a zero distance. And the same thing, if I come to the Madurai to take a class for this 1 hour sessions, I may travel more than 18 hours to reach Madurai. But now I don't have any issues because whenever I want to take a class, I can connect with you. So online classes. But the biggest challenge for us, how long we may connect with them. Because once you use this kind of much technology, what about the privacy? What about what is the family circumstance? Because we are thinking that I'm talking about the before the COVID. We think that if you're sitting in the home, it's good. We can discuss with your family members. Like this, we are having a lot of ideas. But now we are always sitting in the homes only. But the issue is that even we are sitting in the homes, we have a lot of time to be discussed with the family members. But the reality, it's not like this. Even we are sitting in the homes, we are connecting with the online tools only to to fulfill our the day-to-day work. Therefore, even the family members, because if you look onto my children is studying the first standard, the first standard of my child is sitting from the morning 9 o'clock up to the 12:30 in the online classes, and they are organizing the examinations through the online mode. So the problem with us, the entire life, it to be totally changed. See, previously my child may sleep, I'm talking about before the COVID, she may sleep nearly 10 o'clock, but now the sleeping time totally changed. Even for our sleeping time has totally changed. So in the case of after the post-COVID, after the COVID, my child is sleeping after 12 o'clock. She, wake up 8 o'clock one. So she's wake up 8 o'clock and she's ready for online class 9 o'clock without taking a bath, without taking a brush. So like this, that some kind of the life shifting is totally changed because of the over usage of the technology devices. That is why in this current scenario, we have to we have to think about the digital well-being. In what way we have to be customize our the usage of the technology tools. That's why I'm intent to select this area. And see, even we are working with our colleagues, but with some distancing. We have to keep the distancing. And just I'm moving to I'm going to introduce some of the what is the technological terms. It may be related to the current scenario. One is the digital stamping, because knowingly we have some kind of digital stamp. Even I know through the Facebook only first. So I didn't meet him, this racer, directly. So through the Facebook, through the internet world only, I have the connection with the Suresa. That is called digital stamping. For each of us, we have some kind of digital image in the online world. Hopefully you understand. Even you could not know what kind of digital image you have in the case of the online. For if you want to know about the digital image, just to Google it your name with your designations. Automatically, the entire the history I can able to find. Therefore, there is a proverb. You also may hear that proverb. If you want to know about you, if you tell your friends, I can know who you are. So like that, there is a proverb. But now, if I want to know about you, there is no need to know about your friends. So I know if you know your names as well as the designations, I can easily to locate who you are. Because knowingly or unknowingly, we are keeping some kind of digital stamping, that is called digital footprinting in the case of the online world. So be cautious in the case, because for example, within a 1 day we may lose our frames and all because of the digital world if you're not using the online tools properly. Therefore, be cautious while using the online. Previously, we may think about we want to create a history. So வரலாறு படிக்கிறதா முக்கியம்னு நினைச்சிருந்தோம் in the case of the past 10 years before. But now, deleting the history is much important than the creating the history in the case of the online world. So I hope you understand what I intend to tell. So deleting the history in the sense, in the browser, whenever you're using any kind of online things, even the online transactions, we are using some kind of browsers. Once you finish the activity, kindly go to the history and delete it. Otherwise, some people those are sitting the next time in the same system, they may hack your information. Therefore, in the case of the current situation, the 21st century, creating history is not at all issue. Deleting the history is a very much important, is need for now. So that is also part of digital stamping. And this technology, these people is a swipe generation people. They are not a normal people, because I may use the touch screens 10 years before. I start my mobile phone with the Nokia 1100. So that time, you know how the Nokia 1100 mobile, it's having the keyboard. There is no color monitor and all, only the black and white only. But while using that mobile, that is my first in the year, when I did my ML one day, I used the first mobile. But now my, what is it, 3 years old child, she hold the mobile phone nearly in the 8 month. She hold the mobile phone and she knows how to see the Facebook, how to open the WhatsApp, how to attend the Google Meet, even the 3 years old child, she knows. So therefore, the generations, they are called as in Z generations. They are also called as a swipe generation because they are having the swipe based technology they are exposing now. And the next thing, the digital footprint. When you're talking about the digital stamping, there is a relation between the digital footprint. There is a relation between digital, what is this? Then digital traces. Then finally, there is a linkage between the digital shadows also. The combination of three terms only, finally, we can able to understand what is exact digital stamping. So in this case of digital footprint, we can start from the birth, particularly in the Z generation people. In the sense, see this case, even the womb itself, the scanning. So I hope you already crossed this skin. So the children before the this come to the world, before seeing the world itself, they're exposing this kind of digital technologies. So it means the children's born and brought the technology tools only. So that much of technology is surrounding to us. But in the days we don't have. So we may expose this technology before 10 years, before one. About the current students community, particularly the school students, they're exposing much compared to us. Therefore, even we have to be guide these children properly. Apparently, we also keep some kind of good digital footprints in the case of the online world. What is digital footprint? See, the digital footprint means whenever we are accessing lot of things in the online world, but we have some kind of what is this I already mentioned, no? There's some kind of images there. So in the case of the psychology, we are talking about self image, real image, but in the digital world, it's called digital image. So we have this separate, we have unique digital images. So that images, it called as a digital footprint. The information about the particular person that exists on the internet as a result of that online activity. So how we can gain this digital footprint in the sense based on the activity which you incorporate, which you are using in the online works. Suppose if you see the Facebook, there some people having more than 1,000 friends or 2,000 friends. Even some other people they put some comments. From the comments, we can understand what is belongs to and what kind of maturity is having to handle this kind of digital world. So some people, particularly in the case of the WhatsApp and all, lot of issues may happen to the because they're posting unwanted materials or unwanted things in the WhatsApp and all. So from this we can understand the person characteristics. So therefore, WhatsApp, even the Facebook itself, we can understand the particular person whom you are, what kind of people is that guy. So everything we can easy to locate of each person from this online world. Therefore, be cautious to use the footprint page. Therefore, don't share unwanted things because sometimes it reduces your image once you're sharing unwanted things, once you comment some unwanted things under. So be cautious while using any online tools because everything is to be history. Everything should be history in this case. And the second one is a digital shadow. In the case of the digital shadow, it is also the sum of all activities. We have some kind of shadow image it may comes. So that is why the Suresh sir told, he made me see some of the power of mine. From this, he used some of the PPT also because I have the some kind of shadow in the case of digital. Generally, my name is Tiago only. But if you ask to the people who am I in the digital world, they may tell my name is Tiago Surya. Actually, Tiago Surya is not my name. My name is only the Tiago. But in the digital shadow, my name is Kamasya Tiago Surya. Because I'm using everywhere the name, the digital world is here, Tiago Surya. Even the mail also I'm using here, the name is Tiago Surya. But my name is only the Tiago only. So I'm creating me some nickname in the case of the online. So that nickname is to be finally in the name of my digital image. So this is called digital shadow. Even I could not know my name is Tiago Surya. Whenever I'm going to some programs, the people may call me in the name of Tiago Surya only.
Sir, this is to let you know that we
Chandra?
couldn't hear you, sir. Tiago, sir, are you able to hear me? This is to let you know that you're not audible to us. We couldn't hear you. Suresh, sir, are you going to contact Tiago, sir, sir?
Hello?
Sir,
Yeah, I think he's not audible.
I think he lost connection, sir, because I don't see his mic working anymore.
Yeah, maybe. I'll make a call to him, just a minute.
Okay, sir, we'll wait.
Chandra just now informed him, Star will join in 2 minutes. Dear participant, I would like to share the initiative we made during the lockdown period to promote the mental health well-being awareness. I was attended few webinars when the lockdown was announced. Then I thought of why don't we try ourselves? So that is the idea I had. Then I approached a few of my friends. I never heard these many numbers we are going to conduct. I never had any kind of idea, any kind of numbers in my mind. When I was initiated, I found that there are huge responses. The first day itself, it is 22 members only, because many of them are not aware about it, what we are doing. And very next day, it is around 200 members, 100 members, and the numbers were increasing. It goes up to 800. So this is the way we focused. The initial day, our intention is to create an awareness about COVID-19, anxiety, stress, and other components. But later, we just give an insight on personal and social development. Not only that, and career components also were included, and technological component. I think today the session is about digital well-being. When we know about that A to Z, the knowledge about a particular thing, we will be very careful when we are doing activities in the next time. So there are some topics I can say that very new to me. I learned, especially for psycho-oncology and other components, it's very new to me. I learned from here only. And I never aware about that these many components are there. Once after participating only, I come to know that, oh, these many approaches or perspectives are there in psychology. Sir, are you there? Hello? So this is the way we initiated, and when you look at that presentation, mostly I'm the standby. I'm having some of the topics in my mind. When the resource person having some technical problem or they were not able to do present, and that way only I started my presentation. And I look back my confidence level and the day one, and we are here at 378 sessions. There's a huge transformation in myself itself. I thought of it whether the perfection in my all my presentation, but now I never had any kind of hesitation. What we are here, we had some idea. We need to transform to the public. That's why we started. And we would like to give on the last session on April 13th. Surya sir, can you able to connect now? I'll just a minute, sir. I think I have to make. Okay. Sir, now can you please unmute yourself, sir? Hello. So now I think you can able to unmute. Selvi ma'am, after a long time I can see your name. I tried to connect you. I tried to invite as a speaker for the webinar also, but I
Yes,
couldn't
I am
get the
not.
number.
Sorry, sir. I am not so great. I can listen to
Welcome,
you, but
welcome, ma'am.
regarding psychology, I can give, sir, but not well-being or something like that. Education, I can give any
Thank you,
topic,
thank you.
and skills also I can give. Yes. Anyway, I have got your message. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Suresh sir, just to let you know that Thiagu Surya sir mic காமிக்கல.
But
Hello?
in between he has come. His name I saw in the screen.
Yeah, he's here, but the mic option is not showing, ma'am.
Suresh Kumar sir, I take this opportunity to congratulate you, sir. I thought that you might have crossed 200, but you told 378 or something like that. It's a great job.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
also
Thank you, ma'am.
on the day first itself, I saw your face. It shows your confidence level. Now also the same confidence, same freshness I could find you. Congratulations to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Subha ma'am and Ananya, you can share your journey in this webinar. We'll wait for the resource person to join.
Wonderful. I'm traveling actually in the train. Is it okay? Am I audible?
You, it's okay for us, ma'am.
Am I audible?
ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Someone can say Tamil. We can understand.
பேசுறது நல்லா கேக்குது ma'am.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. So we started April 14th. I think it was on April 14th we started 2020 on mental health strategies for handling COVID, positive mental health strategies. Talk about that also. Lead on to this entire, this march is on right now. This momentum is on and everybody is actually taking this off. And everybody really wanted to carry this mental health covered in no.
I think Tyagi sir has joined.
Ma'am, her voice is breaking, ma'am.
And right from the yeah, my voice breaking because I am traveling. So thank you so much for Suresh doing for such a program. Two is a beautiful core team who are actually even more successful. All of them are doing very well because everybody is making an effort and also fully committed to make this is happening every day. And if say any one of us are not present also, it doesn't matter, that it keeps going. So that's such a kind of a commitment and dedication. I could see that from the core team members, and also the beautiful and wonderful experts who are coming and contributing every day. And they know the importance of this. They all come forward, and we have been running very fee for the resource person. All of them gracefully accepting for the cause, not just the cause. So I'm really happy that all our experts are also contributing in this case. And I'm really thankful for the participants who really make this efforts even more successful and colorful. Because without them, we cannot call our success at all. Every day by 6:30, they all log in and wait for us. Even if we are not present also, they make sure that some of them are asking questions on behalf of us. So it's a great deed, and also we feel that our presence is there. We could connect so many countries. Now we are globally connecting. We have connected to all the states in India. We have taken people participate from the experts level we have across the globe also now. So this is a fantastic experience. All we are we are able to say and mark this as a success only because of all of you as along with us. Thank you so much, and over to you.
No, thank you, ma'am. Sir, you can take over now, sir.
Okay, sir. So the interview issue, that's fine. Okay. Hopefully, and this specific.
I think that audio symbol is showing that ups and down, but I cannot hear the voice, sir. Can you please check from your side? I think earlier I found that there are two devices from your side login. Now I can see only one device. Yes.
Now, one. That's
Audio is not, I
now
cannot able to
it's
hear your
fine.
voice. Okay. Ananya, I think he is having some network issue. You can share your experience, Ananya.
Sure, sir. It's a pleasure being here, and you know how how it started. I was there.
Is it audible for everyone?
I am I audible?
Okay,
Yeah,
then I
I
have
think.
to.
Sir, yes, yes. Ananya, you're very clear.
Okay, thank you, Subha ma'am and Chandra ma'am. Yes. So from the beginning, it's a great team. They are all working very hard to make this happen, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. Though I was missing in between, I'm really glad that I'm back right now. It was always the support from the hello now. Yeah, I think it's always the support of the team that has brought all of us here right now. It's 378 something, and uh, I see new participants now, which I'm feeling very happy about because the message is reaching to a lot of other people. And I'm glad that you're all here. I'm super happy and thank you so much. We have learned a lot through the process. The technology stuff for all starting only during the COVID time, and we all learned every platform. We started with Zoom, then we went on to Google Meet, then we are here, and I think it's a technological learning, and also the mental health well-being. How low topics? There were so many topics that people spoke about. which is genuinely free and technically it's a learning process. I found a lot of psychology background people. I found a lot of teachers, a lot of PhD scholars. Everybody genuinely learning, asking questions to each other. It's that sharing of information between people that I think was more important, and we had resource person from all over the world, which again was a good experience. Everybody was open to do things, um, and it's more of pro-social behavior, I thought. And thank you all participants. And Suresh sir has played a very important role. Without him, I don't think all of us would have been here together right now. So it's a good learning together as a team. So thank you participants for being here. Um, and Thiago sir is having some network issues. Hope he's back. Swarap ma'am, happy to see you. Hi. Yeah, Induja ma'am. Okay, yeah. So, Chandra ma'am, would you like to say something? You are always here. Yeah. Thiago sir has joined, but I can't see the mic. Yeah, now I see the mic also.
So if Sarah is starting, I'll just wait, Nanya, to see if Sarah is starting,
Yes.
or we can just.
Thiago sir, over to you, sir. Thiago sir, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I'm audible
Yes, sir.
now.
Very clear. Very clear. Over to you, sir.
What way we have to based on the activity which they make from them. So in this only we have to use and whenever you're using any online things, can look on this or the activities. Be safely to use these activities. Otherwise, we have the wrong what is that some kind of wrong images we may get it from others here. So be cautious while using the online tools. And here the browsing. So whenever you browse anything, automatically maybe capture the history in the world of history. Even if you are deleting the history also, those are very good in the technology. They can able to retrieve the history deleted, which are the history deleted. They can easily to capture from the end. And generally, if you look onto the YouTube and all, the YouTube, when you go for the YouTube with your Gmail account itself, automatically we can see the first 2 or 3 videos. From the first and 2 videos, we can easily to find out that what kind of videos you are using regularly. So for what are things you are doing in online, we can easily capture. So any photos we post on the Facebook, because when you post anything, it replicate your characteristics only. Previously, you may hear the terms like we make a lot of beggars. Now in the online words, we all are some kind of digital beggars only, because the beggars may ask some money to us. But now in the current scenario, we are asking the like or dislike or getting comments. We are expecting a lot of comments, or we are expecting like or dislike from the posted content which you posted in the online. We are not expecting the dislike content, but we are always having the notion that we may get a lot of likes. So it's like some kind of digital begging also. And any comments we put under YouTube videos and Facebook. And hopefully you may subscribe some of the channels. When you type something, don't we have to be cautious in this, because when you type something, automatically with your names only the answer or the comments may reach to others. Particularly if you look on some of the online live TV, online news channel, in the what is in the comments board, in the comments box, particularly in the comments box, the people are 2 or 3 people, they may scold to each other in a different in unethical language, particularly in the YouTube live news channels and all. So it reduces our some kind of negative names may generated while not using or while not properly putting the comments in the YouTube and all. And any blog post also, it may replicate your characteristics in the online world. And the what way you are responding the online, particularly in the instant message service like WhatsApp or in a Telegram. Sometimes knowingly or unknowingly, we are sharing the good morning, good afternoon message in the WhatsApp group. So the people don't like to receive the good morning, good afternoon message in the groups. If you're sending the message in a individually, it's not at all issue. So the people think that you don't have any work, that's why you're sending to the good morning, good afternoon. This message is in the group things also. It's better whenever you're posting anything, better to share the message in the individual, not in a group based. And digital stamping, we can easily to locate from the three activities based on your footprints, based on the shadow, and based on the digital traces. Therefore, the three things is directly linked with our digital stamping. The digital stamping is nothing but your digital images. Your digital images depends on the in what way you are handling the online tools and all. And see, some of the people they feel that the mobile phone is like a glucose. So previously, when you want to get into some kind of what is that? Um, so the people maybe go for glucose through the nose only. But whenever the people are having the mobile phone, they feel that it's very comfortable. It's equal to the glucose. They feel like this. Even I cross some of my students. They sleep with their mobile phones. When they kept somewhere in the mobile phones, no, they may have some kind of stress and the fear. They're not able to find or they're not able to locate their mobile phones. And we are the lockdown 7.0 and lockdown 8.0 we crossed, but all the we lockdown with the mobile phone devices only. Because that much times we are spending with the mobile devices, and see sometimes it's our time also. And most of the time, particularly now, the people are very much to the OTT. I hope you knows what is the OTT, like Amazon Prime or YouTube. From this, we are spending much time. We doesn't know how long we are using this kind of online tools. From this, we are kills our time. And the next thing, in the digital world, these two things, the four symbols are very much needed. But how we are effectively using the four symbols? One is a cut copy. So once if you're doing cut copy, finally you have to give the acknowledgement. That is called digital dignity. In this digital world, we are not giving the proper dignity. Suppose that's why when I'm using this Suresh message, I have to give some kind of reference or acknowledgement. So when I look onto the Suresh presentation, the end slides, he can use the references. But most of the presentations not having the references. The presentation by your own. So we are presenting, we are getting the message from somewhere only. So every presentation should keep the references, or which you can give the acknowledgement at the end of the presentations. So when you're doing the cut and copy, it's not at all issue, but we have to give the proper acknowledgement. And the deleting is main in the case of the online. Suppose if you are posting unwanted images or some unrelated things in the online world, kindly delete it. So because that images of that material make a wrong notion about your characteristics, and kindly what is that? Before sharing anything, kindly think whether that sharing may hurtful to someone. In the Facebook, lot of issues we are facing now because knowingly or unknowingly they are sharing lot of images and they're tagging. And main problems the Facebook, they're tagging the image. For example, some people they might take the screenshot. I'm taking the classes now. Some people they may take a screenshot of this WebEx and they may post into the their Facebook. But parallel they may tag into my account also. Sometimes I may be online. Particularly this time I may having some kind of official work. So when you post this message that what is my institution, people may think that so in the class hours he took the other class and all. Unfortunately, this classes happen in the evening. But in the classrooms, suppose I'm working the morning time, the same class in the morning time, in the sense there is issues may happen without concern me if you're sharing the images into the Facebook or any social media. So before sharing anyone photos or any information, kindly think before sharing whether this message or this materials it may hurt to anyone. The digital study, how you can find out in the sense, go to the Google and type your name. So from the type your name, you can find out whom you are. Suppose from the typing of your name, the first two pages based on the material, the such input, no, the input comes is a very good manner. It means that you have the good digital stamping in the case of the online work. But instead of that, some other things related to yours, it comes in the sense you don't have some kind of good digital stamping in the case of online work. So better, if you found the wrong digital stamping in the online, kindly go to the particular site and delete the important things, so unwanted things you shared in the online work. And the particular the mobile phone is a weapon. We can use for the weapon, we can use for the positive as well as the negative. But in the case of the mobile phone, particularly in the case of the children's community, they are not using properly. Therefore, it's equal to the suicide. That is why you may cross a lot of children, what is it? Suicide because of the over usage of the online games like PUBG and recently the Free Fire games and all. So as a parent, we have to look onto the students in what manner, the children's, in what way they are utilizing the mobile phone and all. And so for keeping the digital well-being, we have to keep some kind of mechanism. This mechanism only I may focusing. One is called digital detox. So what is digital detox means? At least once in a week or once in a month, we have to stop to use. Otherwise, we have to reduce the time to use the particular mobile devices. We have to limit the screen time. That is important. So we feel that I'm totally not using today's mobile phone. But 24 hours I'm watching the mobile or the TV in the sense it's not in digital detox. Digital detox means all the screen timing you have to be stopped. At least once in a month, once in a week we have to do. From this we may get some kind of freshness. Because that day we have to spend the time with the family member. We can go somewhere, we can entertain this family. That kind of techniques is called a digital detoxing. Sometimes the terms it will be little differ. Some people they call it in digital fasting. Digital fasting represent the process of setting the period of your day or your week where you are not using certain forms of technology. For example, I feel that today, Sunday, I won't use the mobile phone, particularly for the morning 10 o'clock to evening 5 o'clock. That time I may spend with my family members. I have some kind of get together. Otherwise, I may go to my friends and they may interact with each other in a face to face. So if you go this kind of what is that real face interaction, it may reduce your stress as well as it may give some kind of relaxation also. And the digital detoxing have the different names also. One is called unblocking from technology or digital sapat or the harmony of fasting. Lot of terminology. It represents the digital detoxing. And digital empathy is another term I'm going to introduce here. In the 21st century, unique language, not a common language. Still now we are thinking that the common language is English only. But in the digital world, the common language is the emoji symbols only. That is why in the Facebook, every social media, we have the emoji. But the problem with this, we are not knowing the exact meaning of the emoji. Because even the single smiley, the smile option, more than 10 smile options are there. But each smile options having a different meaning. And unknowingly, if you are sharing the one emoji, it may hurt to the other people because sometimes, particularly those who are sharing the message like RIP, the death message and all, some people they put some crime message, some emoji. But once you deeply look onto that particular crime images, it's not meant for the RIP thing. It will be different meaning. So be cautious while sharing any kind of emoji symbol. Once you know the meaning, then you can share it. Here the digital empathy represents how you are showcase the emotional as well as the cognitive ability while utilizing the online tool. That is called as a digital empathy that I given as a definition also. And digital dignity because we are not, particularly in the academic side, we are not keeping the digital dignity properly. So in what manner, that is digital dignity is nothing but ethics. In what way you are keeping the data in a proper ethics manner. Suppose I'm using some of the materials of someone's, I have to give the acknowledgement, I have to see the proper references, I have to give the citation things and all. So that is called digital dignity. In this online world, nothing is yours because this is the same message I may found it from somewhere, net sources only, from the SlideShare, somewhere only I may found. So at least we have to give some acknowledgement those who are supported to prepare this presentation or support to write an article. And for surviving this 21st century, we have the digital quotients. We have to keep the digital quotients. The digital quotients consist of all. like how we are effectively using the tool, how we are effectively control the tool. So everything is called a digital quotients. Now just I may highlight some of digital etiquettes. Digital etiquettes is nothing but the behavior while using online tools. So what kind of behavior is so what is it? You are while using the online tools, what kind of behavior is showcasing? What is it? Digital etiquette? It means a good manners on the online community. Just I may highlighting the social media etiquettes. After that, I may highlighting some of the digital well-beings. How we can effectively control your mobile device with the demonstration as I'm going to do with my mobile device. Can I take 15 minutes more because there is an internet connection? I hope I may go with 7:45. Can you go with 7:45, sir? This is where we have to keep the social media. Thank you, ma'am. Social media etiquettes. One is called don't make friends with people who you don't know. Particularly the Facebook and all, the people are very proudly told that I have the 5,000 people friends, I have the 6,000 friends. Why? What is the need? You could not speak in the neighbors. Then what is the need to having this kind of virtual friends? So, and also we are sharing the unwanted friend request to other people. Once you know the people personally, then we have to send the friend request. Parallelly, once the people are sending the friend request, don't accept all the people. Sometimes it may be issue for us. Issue or sometimes they may hack your account or they maybe create some kind of fake account on the same name of you. So while accepting any friend or sending the any friend request, kindly check whether the person is knows from your end. Otherwise, don't be good. And the next thing, the Facebook and all, I'm regularly found that the people are sharing the greetings, particularly the birthday greetings, marriage greetings, and their own photos, everything they posted into the social media. But at least the birthday date, instead of sharing the things in the Facebook, just to call them and wish them. It makes some kind of closeness. Instead of previously we have the some kind of greeting card. That's not the greeting card is not that. And also the problem with the technology, the people are sharing the same messages forward to all, same message to the forward to all. Therefore, there is no creativity also. For example, if I share one message to someone, the same message is go to the 10 people or 100 people, finally it may reach to my end. So like a circle, finally it may reach my end also. Therefore, whenever you are sharing any birthday greetings, better to call them personally and then give the wishes in personally. And think before tagging. That is, I'm already mentioned. In the social media, once you post something, kindly check what is this the posting or when you're going to tag something, whether it may be harmful to the person. So you have to tag. If you have the rights to post the images or anything in your Facebook, but don't tag these images which you posted to the others profiles. It is not at all a good thing. And think carefully about your profile picture. Some people, even the Facebook or in a WhatsApp, they kept some actors' photos or some other photos. It's better you can keep it your very what is the genuine photos of your own, otherwise your family photos. But it should be that profile photo. It should be a very what is that so some kind of good things you have to keep it. So instead of that, don't keep it here. Unwanted images or some acted images, don't keep it. So the profile picture also is talking about our personality. Even the profile picture, what you're keeping, even the mobile phone, the songs which you're keeping, like for the calling ringtones and all, it also replicate your personality. So each one you have to keep it look on properly. And the next thing, whenever you are using social media, we have to keep the halt policy. What is halt represent? Whenever the halt it happened to an end, don't use the social media. The first H represent hungry, because when you're hungry, we could not know what we are typing, what we are sharing. Okay, passing something. There is a proverb we are using the previous. Therefore, while hungry, don't post anything. When you are angry, also, when you are angry, don't use the Facebook or social media. Sometimes we share something with the angry man. Then after 10 minutes, we feel that, oh, sorry, with the angriness I'm sharing, it may be hard to the different lot of people's life. So don't use the social media when you're angry. And then one more thing is lonely. Sometimes when you're sitting lonely, your thought processing is so high. From this, you may think differently. While using a social media, you may type something and it may, what is it? it shows your wrong images in the online world. And finally, tired, particularly before sleeping. Sometimes you might get some kind of WhatsApp call to the midnight and all. They're not intent to call. So they keep mobile phone or unknowingly they may touch the video call while you're sleeping. Therefore, while going for the sleeping, while you're the tired, don't use the social media. Or unknowingly, we may keep their hands on that. Then it may be disturbed to the people. Therefore, while using the social media, we have to keep the practices a halt. And don't like your own post. This also some people are doing regularly. This is called digital becking. I'm already mentioned here. And some of the people, particularly those who are using, those who are running the YouTube and all, they are asking the people to subscribe. So even they're sending the frequent message in the WhatsApp. So I created a one YouTube channel. Please kindly subscribe. So why, if your content is good, damn sure the people may subscribe. Why we have to beg the people to subscribe? It may in the online world, the people think that this look like you are begging to the people. No? That kind of what is that? This be good in the case of the online. And some people, regularly they post the updates, even the WhatsApp as well as the social media. So particularly in the Facebook and that. So don't post minute posting. Some people, once they look onto some of the profile, some of the people's profile, per day they may post 10 images with the morning to afternoon to. It makes some kind of what is that negative image. It may replicate to the others. So don't post up to many posts in the social media, and don't seek friend deeply in the Facebook, because the Facebook, most of the friendship is like a fake only, as well as that virtual friendship, it not be helpful at anywhere. Instead of that, you can go with the LinkedIn. There's a LinkedIn. You hope that it's an alternative of the social Facebook and all. From the LinkedIn, you can go with professional networking. That professional networking, it may helping to develop your professional skills. That kind of professional networking you can move instead of your Facebook. And just I moved to digital well-being. What is digital well-being? Why we have to keep the digital well-being in the 21st century, particularly this particular COVID time? The digital well-being is about crafting and maintaining a healthy relation with the technology. How control to use your digital device. That is called digital well-being. Even in our mobile phone, there is a separate settings are available. Most of the people is not aware of it. How we can control our own devices with the settings. That I'm going to demonstrate with the use of my mobile phone. The digital well-being term is to describe the impact of the technology and digital services on people's mental, physical, social, and emotional health. So if you're stopping to use your mobile phone for 1 hour, it may helping for your mental, physical, social, and emotional development as well as the health. So we the digital well-being in a proper manner, and if you learn the digital well-being, it may help you the life in a balanced way, and the ways to find the balance for you as well as the family members. In this manner, the digital well-being may helping you. Just I'm going to share how we can go with the digital well-being. I'm going to highlight here as a 2 guidelines. For keeping the digital well-being, we can use the 2 guidelines. One is called digital guidelines, and one is called physical guidelines. The digital guidelines, one is fixed screen time. Suppose the WhatsApp you can use the night 8 to 9 o'clock, or the TV you can see the evening 7 to 8 o'clock. Like that, you can fix some kind of screening time. That particular time only you have to watch. After that, you can switch off your the devices. And the next thing, keep the important tools. Suppose you are using regularly some of the application on your mobile phone. That tools you can keep it as a home page of your mobile phone. Otherwise, if you are located to the one application, apparently your mind may be deviated to use the other application. Therefore, which are the applications you are using regularly for your personal growth, kindly keep this particular icons. It will be in the home page of mobile phone. Okay, because it means we have some kind of control is that we can use only the family time with only the home screen application, not in the inside the application. Like that, we can give some kind of what is that notion we have to make it in our head. And the physical guidelines, stay outside. So most of the time you can stay outside. Then only we have to have your mobile phone. If you're sitting always at the home, there's a chance what is that? You have to think to use your mobile phone and keep mobile phone away from you. Don't keep your mobile phone near to you. Even the when you go for bed and all, don't keep your mobile phone near to in the head. You can keep the next room. The mobile phone you shouldn't keep in the next room. That is always safer. And whenever you're going to organize any meeting, the meeting you can invite. No, you can invite the people without the mobile phone. Even lot of faculty meetings, no, when you go for the face-to-face meeting, during the meeting itself, the people are watching the mobile phone. They're talking to the other people, but parallel they are watching the mobile phone. It's not an ethics. It's not a good ethics to speak someone parallel watching the mobile phone. Therefore, when you're organizing any meeting, tell to the entire participants, don't use the mobile phone in the meeting halls and all. And better to use the two devices for keeping the digital well-being. One is called the personal purpose, other one is called the academic purpose, particularly in the case of the company purpose. So I'm using two devices. This particular device I'm using for only for personal. So I may use these devices once I reach my home only. But these devices I may use only for my this kind of academic. Only this. So once I reach my home, I may switch off this mobile phone. I can use this one only. So when I reach the university, I may switch off this mobile phone. I may use this one. Like that, you can use the two different devices to keep control. So when you go to the home, you can look onto your personal life only. Don't go with academic. When you go to the academic, so kindly switch off your mobile phone, your personal mobile phone. Therefore, you keep the two devices to control. And better to face-to-face conversation. Even your colleagues may be sitting in the next room, or your friends may sit in the next room. But what we are doing, we are calling the people, or we are sending the message to them. Instead of the door, just you can walk and meet and talk to them. So just you can move and walk. If you are reducing the remote control, that also is good in the case of the remote. So generally, for even the TV, we have the remote, the AC, we have the remote. Suppose if that we don't have any remote system, kindly think we don't be change the channels regularly, because once you give the people the channels, particularly in the remote, they changing the channels within 5 minutes, more than 100 channels. But if you're not providing the any kind of remote systems, only have to manual way to go and modify, in the sense that people won't go regularly and they won't modify. And also if they go for regularly, in the sense it may help in the case of the health only. It reduce the obesity and all. Therefore, better to avoid much remote control devices. Instead of that, you can go and switch on or switch off everything. You can do manually, and you can promote the face-to-face. And schedule your screen timing. I already mentioned that. Kindly fix the screen timing, which time you want to do, and switch off your devices. Suppose if you are not using the midnight and all, kindly switch off. Even once you reach the homes, you can switch off your personal devices. Like that, you have to fix some kind of time to switch off your mobile phone devices. And the bedroom time, you should be disconnect for a better night's sleep. Particularly, even I scold my wife. So what she's doing, in the sense, when you go for sleeping, she going with the mobile phone, and all my two children, they may watch. They may switch off the light, but they watch the YouTubes and all. It may affect the eyesight. That is why if you go to the Thiruvananthapuram Eye Hospital, there is a 10 patient, it comes, at least 3 people are affected by the eye cancer, but in the children. So we don't, in the midnight and all, particularly in the darkness, don't use your mobile phone. It may harmful your eyesight. It may, particularly it may harmful to the children. And we have to work profile. Just I'm going to go with some of the mobile phone technology. In what way we have to customize? I hopefully my mobile screen is visible. Yes. So all over mobile phone there is a digital well-being application. So just I'm going to demonstrate digital well-being, how we can get mobile phones. This I'm using a Samsung mobile phone. Hopefully, all the mobile phones, those are using the Android, the default that applications are available. That application name called Google Digital Wellbeing. How we can access this well-being application? In the sense, go to the settings. If you are using any mobile phone, go to the settings. So once you go to the settings, you can find out all the setting options. There is a separate option called digital well-being and parental control. I hope you are seeing the settings. Every mobile phone have it. Every mobile phone. Those are using Android. Okay, suppose if the application is not there, go to the Google Play Store and type digital well-being Google. Automatically this application comes, you can install it. Just I'm going to the digital well-being. You can see today I am using this academic, this is for the academic purpose I'm using. I'm using only 32 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. Yesterday I'm using 2 minutes only. Okay, this particular devices. But today I'm using here 32 minutes. Yesterday compared to 30 minutes high. And see, even if you want to fix the screen time, there is an option called screen time. Please kindly see. Here we can see the diagonal representation, how I'm using this one. There I'm using the Evernote. See, there is an application I'm using, Evernote. This for the 5 minutes I'm using. Application A Power screen. There I'm using 5 minutes. Then the setting option I'm using 7 minutes. So altogether it's coming like this. Suppose I want to control to screen time. I want to view my mobile phone maximum 1 hour per day. You can go to the screen timing. You can fix the time. For example, today is a Wednesday. I have to fix the time. I can fix the times like this. You can fix screen time. Oh, no. Yeah, here I'm not fixing anything, that's why it's not coming. So here there is an option called app timers. This is important. We have to fix the time for each application. Suppose I like to control to use my WhatsApp. Therefore, if I go to the WhatsApp, I am fixing the WhatsApp maximum time use here as 1 hour. See, if you keep here, it asks to fix the time. Suppose every day I had to use only maximum 30 minutes only WhatsApp. Therefore, what I'm going to give, I'm going to fix the 30 minutes. I'm fixing 30 minutes. So it's automatically my WhatsApp may close. So like this, you can go for each, fix the time schedule. Automatically, once, for example, the YouTube, I want to go with, I have to watch the YouTube. I'm already customized here. The YouTube, I'm fixing only 1 hour only. Maximum 1 hour. After 1 hour, automatically may used to be close. It may give a warning to me. So you are watching more than 1 hour. It is the days of your YouTube. So like that, you can fix the time limit. So only I fix the two tools, only the time limit. One is called WhatsApp, other one is called YouTube. Because there only we are spending much time. Therefore, I am fixing the time limit only the two tools, WhatsApp as well as the YouTube. Other tools I'm not fixing because that tools we are not using regularly. So which are tools you are using regularly and which are the tools you feel that it takes much time to use, we have to fix this kind of set timing. Okay, that is called app timers. Then the next one is called work time. Suppose the morning. So when you go for the work times, we have to allow only few applications in the working time. Suppose you have only one mobile phone only. Sometimes if all the application may disturb, in the sense you cannot be stop you with the way of using your mobile phone. Therefore, you can go for which are the applications, the work time you have to use. If you click the start, it asks to which are the application you want to use. It may showing that you can focus only the 6 applications. If you want to edit the application, you can go and edit, and you can allow the permission to use the particular application. That is for work time. We have to fix the work time. And the me time, suppose if you go for so I'm just to enable this. So here you can see the work times, the YouTube, which time to fix. So it's coming now. This much of things focus mode, and even you can fix the me time. Me time means suppose you are going to somewhere, that is called your own time. That is for the academic time. I'm using as a work time. For your person, if you're going to the home, if you want to fix only few applications you want to use, that you can go for editing. That application only it comes as it may be enabled once you reach the home. That you can do the customization. And if you want to add the other modes, if you want to create a different mode like the conference mode and the conference based, which are the application you want to use, you can create the conference link. You can add only that application during the conference time. Like that, you can go with the n number of focus mode. And the bedtime mode, there is a bedtime mode separately. If you go with the turn off schedule, automatically the night 20 to 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock, it may automatically your mobile phone come for the turn off mode. It means it comes here silent mode. as well as your network data, it's not be taking data network. It's like your mobile phone may on, but nothing should be working. So automatically the 7 o'clock, what is that? Your data networking is working, then you may receive all the calls and all. So this is good in the case of the times. Suppose your children are using mobile phone, you want to check how they are using. If you want to suppose the children know, they may watch some kind of YouTube videos. It not be good for them. If you feel listen, we can easily to control with the use of the parental control applications. So if you go to the parental students, the children's mobile, children's so suppose the children are using mobile number, they already connect with their Android mobile phone with mobiles the same. So we can easily to connect with their mobile phone with our devices. We can easily check the process, the progress of these children, what are the applications they are using, and we can easily to control from our end itself. So sometimes we can stop to use the YouTube from our device itself. So this kind of parental things may helping while using the particular tool. So everything is a very user-friendly manner. They customize in the digital well-being applications. It is a Google product only. Suppose you want to do other settings in the case of the Samsung mobile phone. If you go to the digital other digital well-being support, I'm telling, there is option called don't disturb. So instead of going to digital well-being, they're dividing into 2 or 3 features in the digital well-being in a different mode. One is called don't disturb mode. If I click the don't disturb mode, these are the details they're providing. One is called turn on schedule. So the particular time only your mobile phone on and off. Then we can fix the duration to use your mobile phone. And if you want to stop the notifications, so you can stop the notification from your end. And as well as if you want to, if you turn on off no, so nothing to be received from here. So like that, you can use it to control the message as well as the notification received from your end. That is one option. The second one is called Samsung Kids. I hope you are seeing the Samsung Kids. Once you click here, we can easily to control the parental. This is nothing but the parental things only. We have to connect with our the student, the children's what is the mail ID of the Android mail ID. That is here. Automatically we can check. We can do the some kind of controlling things from here itself. Then as well as the focus mode, there is another one. The last one is a focus mode. So this much of details they providing the focus mode. So we have to fix the screen timing, app timer, focus time, everything with the use of the instead of going to the settings, we can access the digital well-being directly from the settings from the focus mode. So I hope you are seeing the focus mode. The Samsung can find the focus mode. For others, you can get the other options. Kindly explore the options which you found from here. Otherwise, go to the settings and find out the digital well-being. So in this manner, we can control to use our mobile phone devices. Once you control your mobile phone device, automatically you are getting a lot of stress freedom. Because just I'm going to tell you one example. While I'm using the 1100 mobile phone, we don't have double tick, we don't have triple tick, we don't have green tick, nothing is there. While using 1100 mobile, we can see message what you are getting as a SMS mode, as well as we can know we can attend the call. Only that purpose we are using. When you come for the touch screen, lot of stress we are it comes to it because of the over usage of technology devices. So we have to fix some kind of time limit to use the screening time. So once you limit the timing, automatically your life should be very fruitful. You can lead your life in a very perfect manner. And that is called flip to whoosh. So the whoosh represents we have to control to use our mobile phone. So we have to keep sometimes our mobile phone in silent mode. That is called turn it over to turn off interruptions. Then focus mode with the mobile phone demonstrations. The focus mode, if you go for any specific work, we have to customize some of the applications. That particular application only we can use during the some particular times. So the focus mode you have to enable your mobile phone. Then dashboard. The dashboard is nothing but your the screening time. I already mentioned, no. So the total screening time is called dashboard. So we can easily to find how many hours I'm using my mobile phone the particular day. So this is called dashboard. So once I open the digital well-being, automatically the dashboard is coming. This is called the 32 minutes now. That is called digital dashboard. So we can see easily what we are using. And I hope you already know some of the application like there is a Google Fit. There is another application, Google Fit. There we can easily to know how long we walk. That's also helping us. You can keep your mobile phone in the pocket and you can walk. From this, we can know how many steps you walk and how many calories you lost. Everything we may find it from this. Otherwise, you can use some kind of smart watches also, that also there. Yes. Then app timers, kindly limit your app timing and manage their apps, guide them into good contents, and try to reduce their good applications only for the teaching and learning. Because don't use the much application for the entertainment aspects. Because when you go for the entertainment much, we don't know how long we are what is kindly entertainment application. Always set screening time. So these are the materials I found it from the sites only. So this sites link also available. Once you click it, you can see the content related with this building. You can be able to find much from here. And the final thought I make for the conclusion to in the 21st century, particularly this particular scenario, the Life 2.0, we have to keep the digital healthy practice. We have to keep some kind of healthy, good practice. Previously, even there is an image I already shown. There is an image is talking about previously the TVs are very small. So the previously the TVs are very big in size, the people are very lean. But now totally the flip happened. The TVs are very slim based, the people are very big. So it means obesity. Because over usage of technology devices, we are sitting and we are eating only. We don't have a lot of physical activity. Therefore, we have to limit the uses of the technology. Parallelly, we have to concentrate on the physical activity. Then only our well-being, our health should be good. Then we can be lead our the future things also. And wealthy digital decorum we can keep in online. That's why I'm using the term as a digital dignity and digital stamping and all. So if you're using the digital tools properly, damn sure a digital stamp also is good. So the people think that you are a good in the case of the online world. Therefore, keep your digital well-being properly. This digital well-being, it may helping to get a good stamping in the digital world about you. So hopefully we are expecting that we may control the corona. So we will expect this. So I'm going to wish you all have a safe and happy life. Thank you. Sorry, in between there is an issue in my internet end. For this, I'm asking the sorry to all of you. Just I'm going to share the acknowledgement to some other people. The first acknowledgement I'm going to share is a Pixabay site because my PowerPoint consists of the images. I get the images from the Pixabay site. That is images CCO license. And thanks to the reference authors, which I'm already highlighted the links. So thanks to them, from this only I may find the plenty of resources related to the digital well-being. And thanks to the MS PowerPoint, because from this only I'm shared my views related to the digital well-being and all. And thanks to the particularly the Suresh sir to provide such a wonderful opportunity for me. Hopefully my presentation is somewhat helpful for you in the case of digital well-being. And thanks to all the participants for your active participations of this particular program. Thank you all. If you have any queries, kindly ask me now.
Thank you very much, Thiagu sir. It was an impressive presentation and it was very lovely to see the pictures that you have put on your slides. Compliments for that. And also your views and thoughts on how one has to have a digital well-being was very nice. And it would have been a great learning, and it is a great learning for all of us of how to set up the timers and, be self-disciplined with the gadgets and digital devices. So thank you for that too. And now I request the participants to unmute your mics to ask your questions or put your questions in the chat box. Sir, you can see the chat box that the feedback is very positive and it is overflowing.
Thank you.
And there is already a question in the chat box asking for your fake Facebook ID experience, sir. Can you please share about it if you can?
Okay. Yeah, of course. Recently, the last Sunday, someone's created my fake ID. The same name. Okay, so because that's why you can use the digital technology properly. Even I am very much concerned to use the online tools. But even though the people know, we could not know who is hacked these things. It's not hacking, it's like a fake ID. It's normally happen if you just Google it, the fake ID of the Facebook, daily it happen more than 100 people. This kind of experiences, more than 100 people are crossing. How we can control this in the sense you have to be lock your profile. Even I lock the profile, but my photos is available online and my credentials are online. Therefore, what they think in the sense, I may sleep in the midnight. So they feel that normally I may sleep in the after 12 o'clock only. So the last Sunday, nearly 10:30, I got a call from my friend. It's not call, just I'm seeing that time I watching the film of the Trisham 2 through the Amazon Prime. The mirror screen option. So sir, we can share our screen of a mobile phone and finally we can see this film. So while watching the film, because it's already connected with the internet, that time there is a small message that comes to the while watching the film. One of my friend, he's sending the Facebook messenger. He typed that, dear brother, there is one person's asking to money on behalf of you. Is it you? Like that, there is a message. Immediately I alerted. It happened to nearly 10:30 in the midnight in the night when I watching the film. Then immediately one of my friend, Rajkumar, he called me. He informed that, Anna, one more message through the messenger. Some people are asking the money to me. Who is he? Like this is asking. After that, when I look onto the Facebook, my profile is safe only. My account is safe only. But when I go for name, two more accounts are there. This is my account. Other account is a different, the same. But the only the difference, I have the 1,900 friends. For him, only 8 friends that time. So what he did in the nearly 10:30, that particular Facebook, the fake ID people, they're sending the friend request. Those are already connected with me. Then those are accepting the friend request. He asked to the what is that through the messenger. He's not posting anything in the Facebook. He asked the money to the through the messenger. So I have some issues. Kindly pay some money. Like that he asked me. So immediately, good things. No, my friends all are very good in the technology tools they're using. That's why they immediately warned me. Then immediately nearly 11 o'clock, I posted in my Facebook. Someone's created a Facebook ID in the same profile name as well the same name. So don't share and don't share any money to them. So like this, immediately I post. Therefore, my people, those who are connected with me, they are alerted. And one more things I did, I called the people, those who are having the connection with the Facebook ID. I told them, go to their profile, his profile, because their profile, the particular Facebook profile. You can find out the option called, there is a lock, there is an option called complaint. So click the 3 dots in the right side, we can find out the option called informing to the complaint. If you complain it, automatically, if 3 or 3 people are complaining or reported, the 3 people are reported, automatically the account may close. So nearly 12:30, the account was closed, the Facebook ID. So whenever you're assessing any tools, social media, kindly check in what manner you have to control. Suppose I'm not good in the technology, the entire day or the day after tomorrow, so they may ask the money to others. So I want to my friends to go to the report. Once the reporter within 10 hours, 2 hours, the entire account should be closed. This account. So once the Facebook, you can keep your profile as a log. And second thing, if any things happen from your kindly check the mechanism to overcome this. Suppose at the same time I'm fed up with, I'm worried if I go for police complaint or not, it's not. So instead of that, we have to think about to stop that issues. So how we can overcome it. Because if we go to the police and give the complaint, they won't take. Because if anyone lost the money, only the police may take the cases. The police will take the cases. That's why if you go asking the police also, it's nothing to be happening in the Twitter. You can tell the friends to report the account, then the issues means resolved. So thank you. So I took much time.
There are a couple of questions, sir. Please see if you can help with
So
that, sir.
when we have to spend screen time 6 to 10 hours. Yeah. So it's a question from Joyce, ma'am. When we have to spend screen time 6 to 10 hours, what are ill effects? So If you are using much, the screen timing, you may reduce your physical activity, it seems, right? If you are reducing the physical activity, it may, it may affect in somewhere in your health. So kindly use properly the digital devices. And particularly, that is why the mobile phone, what is the advantage? Previously, if you look onto the some of the some of the mobile network advertisement, uh, while walking you can talk, but now the people are sitting and talking only. So when you're even, so the Suresh sir, when he started the meeting, he was walking and then he attended this meeting. So instead of sitting the meeting, suppose you are not a presenter, you are only the participants places, you can use your mobile phone, you can walk in here and there, and then you will observe the lesson. Okay, because only the presenter should sit 2 hours. But in your case, no need, no, you can keep your mobile phone and you can unmute everything and turn off your camera. You can go here and there and you can parallelly can listen. So don't sit in a single places. When you sit in a single place in more than 2 or 3 hours, damn sure it having some kind of physical health issues may come. So in this manner, you can control it. So a lot of effects may come, side effects. So,
So
so
there
any
is
other
one.
question?
So there is
Yes.
one question asking for your views on net neutrality, sir.
Net neutrality, in what aspects you are using? So net neutrality in the sense of whether how we are using neutral way the technology, or in the case of others you are asking, ma'am, please kindly give the questions what is it clearly, ask the questions clearly. The neutrality in the sense, in what aspects you are asking? Neutrally how we are using, and that is why I'm telling the digital etiquettes. When you are keeping the digital etiquettes properly, you can what is that? You can keep some kind of digital neutrality as well as the digital well-being. You can keep the digital well-being properly. So that's why I suggest to at least once in a month you can keep the digital detox. Digital detox. That is not the digital fasting. So that day, don't touch your mobile phone. Don't touch the TV. You can spend the whole day with your family member. That's better. Okay. So in the case of neutrality, lot of way we have to keep the neutrality. Even the digital dignity, which I mentioned, no. Once we take some of the materials of someone, we have to tell frankly whose message, whose content is this. But that kind of neutrality we don't be see the in the academic side. The people are claiming that it's my materials. So that's where a lot of issues are coming. So once you find this something, the good things, kindly use the material. But finally, you can highlight the message, the material which you get it from the people. You can give some kind of acknowledgement. In this manner, you can keep the neutrality. And the neutrality, even the WhatsApp group and all. Suppose if you are sharing any message, it may harmful to someone. Better to be cop instead of typing something. Because in this manner you can keep your neutral stack, because now particularly now we are going to be face the election also. Lot of election based information they will be shared. We cannot be control the WhatsApp group. Okay, suppose if you are the WhatsApp group, what is this, you are lead the WhatsApp group, it's very big headache in the forthcoming 3 months. So we have to, lot of tolerance should be need for the all the WhatsApp group runners. So that WhatsApp group runners control the participants, and when the people are sharing something, we have to neutrally we have to handle, instead of the scolding them, instead of removing them, we have to neutrally we have to handle them. So the neutrality in the digital world is a different aspect. In all the way we have neutrality in the digital world. Yes, any other questions?
And last and a quick question, sir. Joyce ma'am has asked how to terminate from Insta and Facebook account.
Terminator, sorry, how to
Terminate.
Yeah, there is an option, terminate option. We have to close their account. So if you go to the your profile settings, no, you can find out that there is an option. Even recently, not recently, or 6 months before, one of my account is hacked. Account is hacked. The hacked people, they posted some some illegal images. Then immediately he called the professor to pay some money to remove this image. Then he asked the how to resolve it. I told, sir, kindly better to close your account. Then I helped him. I opened his profile. you can find out there is an option called the delete the entire profile, delete the entire account. That option is available. If you look onto the Facebook, you can see this option. Suppose if you have any kind of issues, suppose some people hack your account, better to close your account. Better to, what is that? Close your account, you can create a new account. That's a good sign. To be change your password, there's a chance that people they may, what is that, find out the password which you change from your end. Better to close your account, create a new account if the people are hacking this. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time and patient answering. Now I request our Suresh Kumar sir to give his words of thanks to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chandra. I think again, it is a wonderful presentation, sir. For me, many things I learned from presentation. Still, I think when I take inspiration from your presentation, and today also I found that by using that over images. So you have to teach me how to use those things. Thank you so much for giving your expertise view on digital well-being. Once you said that, I have to check, and I found that today alone I used 6.5 hours per total.
Oh,
I
6.5.
had an idea that I may using 2 hours or 3 hours. So that is my idea. But when I was looking at it, I found that 6.5 hours. So then
I using 30 minutes.
yeah. When I made it to there are 2 options I enabled. Thank you so much for even educated people. They are illiterate in digital. So even that. So there are many things we need to aware about it, and you made today to have awareness about digital wellness. Thank you so much, sir. I render my heartfelt thanks to you for a wonderful session today on behalf of our core team members and the American College Madurai and our collaborating institutions like MS Salem Institute, MSSW Chennai, and Red Pond Education Psychology Research Center and Ellabond Counseling Center. Thank you, sir. And I also thank all the participants for your continuous support, and we are really happy to have you all for the journey. And we are going to have up to April 13th, the 1 year mark. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Be part of
Thank
that.
you. So really sorry once again, the in between there is an internet issue.
Common.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
understand. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Chandra.